What's up, y'all? It's Peaches. Welcome back to my channel. How y'all feeling? We back, baby. We are back with a good old nasty application video. Okay, smooth, crisp, like just come on now. This is the color we're gonna use because she wanted a basic nude set to complement her skin tone with 2 nails with 3D flowers. So that's what we did. Okay, so first things first, getting your liquid to powder ratio, that's gonna help you with everything, okay, application wise in everything. So you can see what type of bead I grabbed based on my brush size. This is a medium size bead, and so this is what I like to start out with. I like to put it on the area where the nail tip and the natural nail meet, and I go ahead, let the bead set. If you guys aren't familiar with that term, that means kind of letting the bead stiffen up a little bit and start to dry slightly. And that's when I go ahead and I just kind of, drag it down a little bit, swipe the sides. And I know it's easy to watch one of these videos and be like, well, it's not that easy. And girl, trust me, I've been working at this and I completely understand, because me being able to do application like this, it only happened with the last year or so, just from doing so many clients every day. And I take it seriously that I actually want to improve daily. So that's what I would say to you. Put it in your mind that, like, hey, today I'm going to improve at something. And sometime during that month, you will. I promise you, you will. And it will happen just like, damn, that was crazy, So this video is in real time. My brush size is a 14. And I do get my brush pinched so that way I can have a more square shape versus oval, okay? So you can kind of see how the tip area went. It's very easy to get the tip area to be like not so lumpy and bumpy, because when you apply up this high and you just kind of drag everything down, you're already covered, okay? Now going into the cuticle area, we want a smaller bead. We want one that's not too stiff and not too wet. You see how it's just kind of spreading as I touch it? It's kind of what you want. You want it to be able to stay still in place, but be wet enough that when you move it or you touch it where you want it to go, she'll move. She will. So you can see, boom. And that's how we get that in there, okay? Now, I'm not gonna say this video is like completely for beginners, because there are some people who, like, they're just not there yet, period, with application. So this video will not be in depth enough. So I will say this is a general overall for all, what's that called? All levels of nail techs. Just so you guys can just see a different way of doing things. I don't even know if it's a different way, because I know a lot of people just, lay their beads and swipe it, keep the sides, but this is just my way. And so I'm just explaining how I do it, okay? So we're gonna dry that bead out some, and you can see how when I turn my brush over, the bead don't move, but as soon as I put it down, it moves. So when I dip my brush in the monomer, it's actually because I'm going in and wetting the bead how I like it to. So as long as the bead is not super dried up or anything, when you add liquid to it, it's gonna get wet. So just keep that in mind, okay? So you see how we're placing it, we're pulling it, we're gonna blend it up, and all that's gonna be exposed is the cuticle area where the apex is pretty much gonna go, in that back part of the nail, okay? Not right up on the skin, but somewhere back there, that's where it's gonna go, which is why we need to flatten it out up there. Because if it's lumpy, if you just lay your bead and you just let it dry however it dries, it's gonna be very hard for you to have a nice smooth cuticle area, okay? So see from the sides, I'm kind of looking around because I can see, okay, what's going on. And we're gonna add a bead, small one, to the cuticle area. You see how she's just setting there? But as I kind of push gently, it just falls right into the cuticle area, and the rest I just blend on down. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna lay our beads and we're gonna blend it down so that there's no lumps and bumps with a very gentle touch. It don't take much, okay? If you use too heavy of a touch, you're gonna swipe away everything you did, okay? So at this point, you can kind of see from all angles, okay, what do I need to work on? Is there any areas that's kind of getting too thick, or is everything right on par? Which is why I look from this area, because boom, I can kind of see that you're gonna see me put a bead there, but down by the tip area when I had turned it to the side, it was a little bit of missing acrylic, And I had caught that earlier when I did the tip area in general, but I just decided to go ahead and wait because it wasn't like a pressing issue, and super duper easy fix, you see. So when you lay your beads, the bulk of where the bead is sitting, and you're letting the bead dry there, that's basically you saying, where do I want the most strength? Or, you know, so if you lay a bead down like for the apex and you're letting it sit, that's basically telling the bead, you're gonna stay right here, you're gonna stiffen up in this big old lump right here because I need you as support. So anywhere that you don't need as much support, don't put as big of a bead, if you know what I'm saying, okay? Like in that specific area. Like here, I would not just let this bead dry right here like this. I'm gonna work it down, because if I let it dry like this, it's gonna end up lumpy, and you're not gonna end up being able to have space to put your other beads, basically, you see? So see, we're gonna tap up, we're letting it set, filing the side. No, we're not filing the sides. We are swiping the sides down. And the more that you swipe the sides and the tip, the crisper you're going to see the edge, the tip of the nail is going to be. It's just going to fall into place, okay? I do want to say that a lot of people do practice on mannequin hands. The only reason why I don't recommend that, because I was never a person that liked mannequin hands, because them fingers is way too irritating. But using mannequin hands like doesn't allow for enough variety in types of nail beds and shapes of people's actual real nails. So I think people get frustrated and they don't improve on their application because they're like, I'm practicing with this mannequin hand, but mannequin hands is made for like bigger nail beds, so you have the space to practice and like practice designs and different things. So a lot of times mannequin hands give unrealistic expectations as to what real hands are like. So I think sometimes we can forget that a mannequin hand and a human hand is not the same thing. So I would say, like, try and practice on as many real people as you can, even if it's just one nail on this person, one nail on that person, so that they're more likely to say yes. Because I understand it could be tough trying to, you know, do a full set on someone when you're still not confident in the application, or it takes a while. So, you know, do a little bit here, do a little bit there, still use the mannequin hand, just don't depend like all your practice on that mannequin hand, is what I'm saying, you know. Because I used to try and do that, and it is not the same. I started playing on people's hands and was like, okay, what I'm supposed to do, you know? So that's just a big tip that helped me out, that I've noticed. And that's why I can't never practice on one of those ever again, because it is not the same as real people. But you can see I'm looking at all angles, turning it to the side so I can really see what's good and really see what's up. And that's how you can see, okay, is there any lumps or bumps? Boom. Because that's what you want to avoid. Now, if you do see an area where it is kind of lumpy or bumpy, say to yourself, is this something that can be fixed with filing, or do I actually need more acrylic? Because we don't want people's nails to be looking like turtle shells, okay? That's not what we want. We want the nails to have like a nice natural thickness, depending on everybody's nail beds as well, because some people's nails end up thicker than others just because their nails are bigger and they need more acrylic, or like the type of nail beds that they have are shaped differently, you know, all different reasons. So here again, I'm letting it set up. You see how it's kind of stiff to the point of it's not moving by itself, but it's really moving as I am making it move. That's what we need, okay? So we're gonna swipe the sides, swipe the sides, swipe the tip, and as you can see, like I said, the tip gets sharper as you continuously swipe across all around every side. So we're gonna go ahead and continue on with this. And I do not show the flowers, doing the acrylic flowers in this video, because I really just wanted to focus on nothing but application. So just a heads up, this video is all application, okay? So bam. We're going to get a nice size bead. This one is a slightly larger one than the ones you've seen in the past that I just did, because this is typically the size I really like to do. And then you can see when you do it a bigger size, when you get to that point where you can, you really won't have to do so many beads in the cuticle area either. One of these days I will do like a short nail video again, like application on a short nail. Because it's more of like a 2 bead method, if anything. Like 1 to 2 beads, you're good. But I do know that short nails is a lot more difficult for some people, because if you can't control your beads, oh, it get out of control very, very fast, unfortunately. So we're gonna fix anything that needs fixing, and we're gonna keep it pushing. I really hope you guys are enjoying the fact that I am posting like every day. I'm trying to keep my word. I'm trying to do it today. I'm so glad I was able to do this earlier in the day, because I slept in today. I surely did. So it allowed me to be able to upload really quick before I go to work and run errands. And so I'm just super duper happy about that. So, oh yeah, for the thumb, it's a much bigger bead, because you do not want to be playing around people's thumbs all day. Okay, thumbs usually cooperate pretty well, in my opinion. So just get you a nice big bead, and we gonna do it. So yes, anyways, as I'm just swiping and patting away just like the other ones, I do want to say once again, I do appreciate everybody who has been tuning into my videos. I have seen some progress, like I say it in every video. Y'all just don't understand. I've had this YouTube channel for 9 months. I've had a previous YouTube channel for almost 7 years, and I have really been working hard to like achieve some like success from YouTube, because I really do like editing, and I really do feel like with nails I have something that I could really offer to people, and I just like helping people, and I feel like YouTube is the best way to help people and just be able to use my time wisely, so that way, you know, other people can learn a skill or watch something just simply that they feel like is entertaining. Because I know some people watch nail videos not even because they want to do nails. Maybe it's just they just like the content, you know. So I do appreciate all of you guys who have been tuning in, appreciate the new subscribers, and you know, like I said, we're gonna be uploading every day through December, and that's just what it's gonna be. So I'm very excited to see where this channel is headed. So appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Okay, so same thing with the thumb, just on a bigger scale. So with the thumb and the pinky is the same exact types of beads, just on a slightly smaller scale. The thumb is the same types of beads, it's just on a bigger scale because of the finger sizes. You have to make slight adjustments just for that particular reason and that particular purpose. But like I said, just look from a lot of different angles, and that's how you're going to be able to see where's the lumps and bumps. Like, look at the different angles as you are applying the acrylic. Don't just look at it from the top view or the front view and be like, okay, yeah, I know this is looking good, because sometimes it might not, depending on what you got going on. There are different variables that can cause some problems. Like I said, you see my new homegirl, my new brush, that other brush, I mean, I was still getting a smooth application. But for some, that might not happen. I happen to have a talent with working with janky brushes, because I just don't want to let them go. I'll try and revive them, bring them back to life. I just don't want to let them go. Someone else might not be able to do that. Like, it might frustrate them to a point where it's affecting their actual work, you know? There's other things like temperature of the room, like the monomer, the different brands of acrylics. Some are just on the thinner side, and that could cause problems, because when it's on the thinner side, it's going to be hard to get bigger beads, and the bigger beads that you do get are going to be runny, and it's going to be all over the place. So if you guys do want a video specifically on like girl, the damn dog, if you guys want a video specifically on liquid to powder ratio and things like that, I'll go ahead and do it for you. Okay, that ain't no thing. But we're at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Here are the results once again. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. I'm uploading every day, so I'll see y'all tomorrow.